Now whilst it looked like Warner Brothers were going to be releasing 2-second clips of Godzilla vs Kong over the next 45 years, this month everything's coming up Mothra as we not only have a new release date, but also a trailer time for things hitting the web. Throughout this video we're going to be breaking it all down, but if this is your first time here then welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, aka the guy whose favourite ice cream flavour is Rocky Rodan. Now let's get into the breakdown. Okay, so when you get to the level of puns where you're using crap like Rocky Rodan, then you know that things have been dragged out far too long. Godzilla vs Kong has been pushed back more times than John Travolta's hairline, however it's now been brought forward like John Travolta's wig. My god! The monster movie will now be making moves in March, and it was recently reported by Deadline that the two towering titans of terror will be hitting our screens on Friday the 26th. There was a recently released brand new teaser trailer by HBO Max which showed all kinds of footage from their upcoming films like Space Jam and Mortal Kombat. Amongst it there were 2 seconds of Godzilla vs Kong, and we now have confirmation that the movie will be sticking to their release format of coming out on the streaming service and in cinemas on the same day. I don't know what that means for the UK as we're currently in the midst of our 400th lockdown, and whether theatres will be open by then depends on Boris. I'm not holding out breath though, and that's purely because the rollout of Track and Trace went worse than the plan to use the Orca, and everything at the moment seems like it's at a standstill. However, if things are fine and dandy by then, it could mean that we may even get a slightly earlier release like how we did with Wonder Woman 1984. That movie actually dropped 10 days earlier in the UK, but only about 15 cinemas were open in the country, so it was quite difficult to see it. Now in America, Joe Biden is being inaugurated as we speak, and it also remains to be seen what his lockdown policies are. So yeah, there's going to be lots of different ways to see it, but at least it'll be exclusive on HBO Max and probably Pirate Bay in the UK, but I'm not condoning anything like that, yeah, before you start. Now the movie will be competing with Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is due to release in the exact same month. Due to it being the 26th, then I'm guessing that movie will air at the start of March, and we now have it confirmed that it will be a 4-hour film rather than 4 1-hour episodes. I don't know if Warner Brothers is that confident in the project anymore if they're moving Godzilla vs Kong to pretty much compete with it, and though I don't want to do a full breakdown on my thoughts of the 4-hour announcement, I have been asked quite a lot, so I'll quickly give you them now. Personally, I think that the success of the Snyder Cut relies heavily on people being drawn into it who aren't necessarily fans. Sure, this entire release is a love letter to the hardcore supporters, but I think if you want that wider success, then you have to appeal to a wider market. Personally, I think that the 4-hour runtime will be off-putting to a lot of people, and though I know that some will counter that by saying, well, we binge watch TV shows all the time, but when it comes to a film, I don't know if people necessarily like to stop and start it all the time. It's more of the negative connotation that a 4-hour film brings with it, but obviously I will of course be watching it day one and buying it on 4K. Look, yeah, you could make it 7 hours and I'd still watch it. I'm just saying, yeah, my wife, she doesn't want to watch a 4-hour film. I think it's going to be more off-putting than welcoming, and perhaps Warner Brothers is moving up Godzilla vs Kong to show that they are aware of this too and want something aimed more at the casual market. Now as for the teaser itself, it was actually posted on Daniel Rickman's Patreon that the official trailer will be dropping on the 24th of January. The times for it are 9 AM Pacific time, midday Eastern time, and 5 PM in the UK. I haven't been able to fully verify this, but I've followed Daniel for a long time, and it's rare that he gets stuff wrong. The guy runs a really great Patreon that you should definitely check out, and I've left a link to it in the description if you want to sign up and see the news before anyone else. Now the reason that I do think there is some legitimacy to this is because I've followed Warner Brothers for a while in general, and they always tend to drop their trailers at 5 PM in the UK. Now though this typically tends to be either on a Monday or Thursday and the 24th is a Sunday, the studio could want the day to themselves as YouTube at that point is pretty much just a graveyard. Mecca that what you want, but why I do think that it's imminent is because the marketing for the movie has really started to ramp up. Not only was there that 2-second clip mentioned earlier, but we also got a slight update to the synopsis. The new one reads, In a time when monsters walk the earth, humanity's fight for its future sets Godzilla and Kong on a collision course that will see the two most powerful forces of nature on the planet collide in a spectacular battle for the ages. As Monarch embarks on a perilous mission into uncharted terrain and to unearth the clues to the Titans' origins, a human conspiracy threatens to wipe the creatures, both good and bad, from the face of the earth forever. Is that human conspiracy, Warner Brothers, eh? Are you having that? So it turns out the two Titans will be smashing up some cities. Like, you should smash that thumbs up button. And if you want to support the king of the spoilers, then click the subscribe button. As soon as that trailer drops, you know I'll be working on my breakdown to get it out to you. So it's definitely worth sticking around for, and I love you very much. Now, in that 2-second footage, it looked like Kong punched Godzilla so hard that his head came off. The lad's head's come off. I've seen a lot of people going wild over this, but I just think that the VFX artist probably didn't know how to animate Godzilla getting punched, and therefore just left it like that. Sometimes stuff doesn't render properly either, and in Jurassic Park there's actually a frame when a velociraptor disappears for a split second, so hey, these things happen. But you're still fired. Now on top of this, the Funko Pops for the two Titans have just been revealed, and these 10 inches are bound to make my wife wish she had more of a man in her life. What? Now, unlike most action figures, they don't really give away too much, and both characters look like they haven't really started to fight yet. However, if you look closely at Kong's chest, we can see what looks like claw marks, so it could be indicating one of the injuries that he gets in the movie. Either way, I'll be buying these day one, and though we don't know whether we will be getting a Mechagodzilla one, I do think that it's highly likely. A figure for him was released at a toy fair a while back, and to me that pretty much confirms that the metal monster will be making his way into the movie come March. All in all, I can't wait to see this film, and guess who I'm rooting for? King Kong, yeah? You heard it here first, I'm bloody rooting for Kong. Now get the hell off my video and hit the dislike button on the way out, you sucker. Anyway, that wraps up the news, and obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and whether you're hyped for the movie or not. Comment below and let me know who you want to win, and if you enjoyed this video then please drop a thumbs up. Yeah, don't be a dick and hit that dislike button. Now if you want something else to watch, then make sure you check out our full breakdown of the Suicide Squad Ayer cut. We go over the major differences and things that were changed for the movie, so it's definitely worth checking out if you want to know more. Don't forget that on the 30th of January we're giving away 3 copies of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings 4K box set to our subscribers, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on the news. The links to our socials are in the description, and you can also support the channel by clicking the join button, and as a thank you, you get videos like this early. We've also just started a new Instagram account in which we'll be posting lots of updates on forever and ever and ever, so definitely get following. With that out of the way, thank you for sitting through the video. I know I've been quite annoying on this one, and I apologise for that, but I've been Paul, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.